You know, let me tell you guys something, man. It's 10:42 p.m. Monday night, and usually I do my Monday Night Raw reviews after the show is over. Right now, my TV is on in my living room, and I hear Michael Cole and JBL and Byron Saxton talking about the participants in this massive 16-man elimination tag team match. And I even put it out on Twitter. I just don't give a shit. I don't give a shit enough to sit there for another 30 minutes and watch a match that means absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things. This match will not build towards anything with Battleground. Probably not outside of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, but they're on the same fucking team. They are on the same fucking team. And I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it. And I can guarantee you, the fact that they're placed on the same team, they are going to have a decisive situation that occurs between both, in which one causes the other to get eliminated. And I'm not even watching it. I might be wrong. I might be 100% right on that. But again, I don't care. I just don't care. All of the Team USA guys, outside of Zack Ryder and Apollo Crews, they are a walking advertisement for Get Off My TV. That match in itself, outside of Owens, Zayn, Jericho, Cesaro, Ryder, and Crews, are all Get Off My TV worthy. I don't understand why WWE, and listen, I'm not here to bitch and complain. I'm really not. I honestly have no energy. I have no energy to bitch and complain. I mean, it is 4th of July. WWE and creative and Vince McMahon and everybody else involved in the making of this show probably had their own festivities during the day. They realized, you know what, everybody's out shooting off fireworks or at a parade or with the family, getting drunk, continuing to drink after dinner is over, barbecuing some more, having dessert, out for the evening in the city, having a nice, elegant dinner on 4th of July. I understand WWE's logic here, that many people might not be watching this show, but that does not give them the excuse to go into this show and book a fucking food fight to open the show. You have a Battleground pay-per-view that's coming up in 3 weeks, that's headlined by Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns, and the first thing that you're showcasing is a fucking food fight in which Big Show, Get Off My TV 1, and Kane, Get Off My TV 2, are arguing over who's gonna chokeslam Heath Slater through a fucking table full of food. Kevin Owens has a pie thrown in his face. You got Aiden English singing the fucking national anthem in his in his English tone. Jericho's pulling out food in which was a fucking Band-Aid. The Miz and Maurice complaining this is why they don't celebrate 4th of July or go to parties. I don't understand what the fuck I'm watching here. This is a fucking pathetic excuse for Monday Night Raw. This is the very reason why I am embarrassed to be a fucking wrestling fan. If people see me watching this show, I would honestly feel embarrassed. For me. I would feel embarrassed for JD. But everybody wants to have fun, right? WWE's having fun. WWE is having a jolly old good time on Independence Day. Let them relax and be free and let loose and put on a show that's fun. Let me tell you something, you fucking goons. To the people who said, oh, it was fun, it was funny, I enjoyed it. You are the reason why this show is a fucking failure. You're the reason why the fucking people, the casuals that we usually call out, are the ones who are overly criticized every single fucking week. You're the reason. There's no fun here. There's no fun for JD. I don't come home after working today to sit on my couch and have a beer and make scathing YouTube videos and Twitter videos for everybody to see. I want to genuinely enjoy myself. I want to genuinely enjoy myself. I don't come home to watch fucking Comedy Hour for the first hour of Monday Night Raw. And then they start picking up into the serious tone of things with the women, and then Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, and then John Cena and the club. There's no fun here, folks. WWE, as far as I'm concerned, is not allowed to have fun. They've had their fun. They've been having fun for the last 2 fucking years. Monday Night Raw is fucking dreadful. Every single week, it seems to be getting worse. Yet they still want to create and push a new era initiative. What is a new era? What are you talking about when you're talking about a new era? You are going back and taking several steps backwards. Monday Night Raw, at this point in the game, is on par with 2015, and that was a fucking disgrace. There's no fun here. You're 3 weeks away from a pay-per-view. There's no fun to be had. The product is fucking terrible. Absolutely terrible. There's no room to have fun. The fun and games are over. If I'm Vince McMahon, I'm taking a fucking serious step here and putting my foot down. The fun is over. I don't give a shit who calls me a smart mark or overly negative, lighten up. No. I'm not lightening up. This is a fucking competitive sport in which you build towards pay-per-views every fucking month. You have a triple threat match with 3 of the biggest names in your fucking company, and the way you open a show for Independence Day because you think nobody is watching is having Kevin Owens have a pie thrown in his face. That should not be any excuse. Independence Day should not be a fucking excuse to put on a piss-poor show. And you do the same thing every fucking year. Every year. Stupid segments like that. Food fights. You got the social outcasts coming out dressing like fucking Revolutionary War veterans, marching on the drum. Curtis Axel looked like a fucking goon dressed in that outfit. I'm banging on the drum. Give me a fucking break, man. This is the son of Mr. Perfect. And you have him dressed up in a Revolutionary War outfit, banging on a snare drum, losing in 20 seconds to Enzo and Cass. I'm speechless. Kurt Hennig is rolling over in his fucking grave right now. God rest his soul. One of the greatest of all time. Rolling over in his grave. Yeah, but they're having fun, right? They're having fun. They're having fun. This Raw's great. This is funny. I'm not here for fun and games, motherfucker. I'm not. I am here to watch a serious fucking product. Oh, JD! Oh, JD! WWE's for little kids, man. They're aimed towards the kids, man. Yeah, they're aimed towards the kids. That's a casual fucking answer. That's someone who wants to be a smartass. Why do you watch? Why do you watch? It's aimed towards kids. If you don't like it, don't watch. If you're so angry, if you hate the show, don't watch. Don't watch. Don't watch. don't watch, why am I not going to watch? I'm going to come on here, and the people that tell me don't watch, you're going to listen and hang on every fucking word that comes out of my mouth. Right now, you're swinging from my fucking balls. Don't watch. If I didn't watch, you wouldn't have anything to watch. If I didn't watch, you wouldn't have a review to watch. You're the first person to fucking wait for this fucking shit to be in your sub boxes. You're the first person to wait to hit that dislike button. You're the first person to wait and overly criticize and spew the same shit you tell me every single week. Raw was great. Raw was funny. Opening segment was great. It was comedy. I enjoyed it. You enjoyed it. That means you're not a wrestling fan. That means you don't know jack shit about the WWE product. I am at my wit's end with WWE. This show doesn't even deserve a fucking review. And the reason why they're doing this shit is because a draft is coming up in 2 weeks. And the rosters are going to look vastly different from what they look like right now. And half of these people you see are not even going to be on Monday Night Raw. But yeah, the draft is going to be great for Monday Night Raw, right? It's going to really change the landscape of Monday Night Raw. Yeah, it's going to change the fucking landscape. It's going right down the fucking toilet. Right down the fucking toilet. 3 hours of Raw with a half a roster. Let me see them come out of this one on top. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, bro. This show was a fucking embarrassment. Using 4th of July as an excuse. Oh, nobody's gonna watch. Nobody's gonna watch. I guarantee you people would fucking watch if you put on a decent fucking show. Blatant disrespect to the people that paid tickets and paid money for tickets to sit in that arena. You're blatantly giving them a terrible fucking show? You don't have a pay-per-view to build towards, I guess. I guess Battleground is meaningless. Fucking people make me ill. The logic of some fucking people. And then you say I take it too seriously. Oh, I'm angry. JD is angry all the time. JD is negative. Do you know why I'm negative? Do you know what? You want to know why I'm fucking angry? It's because this product could be fucking unbelievable with the talent they have. And the creative ideas that could be. They choose not to do it. They want to take the cheap road. They want to take the cheap way out. Because it's 4th of July. Nobody's going to watch. I'd rather you give me a fucking A+ show. And it gets a 1.5 rating. Than give me a fucking piece of shit show with absolutely no direction and not a care in the fucking world from anybody, and it gets a 1.5 rating. At least you showed me that you put effort into the fucking show and that you actually care about your own product and company. At least it'll give us something to talk about tomorrow. Joe's gonna go on his channel and he's gonna fucking rip this shit to shreds. He's gonna make Twitter videos all week and rip this shit to shreds. This will be the talk of the fucking town all week about how Monday Night Raw was terrible. And then I'll listen to Jim Ross, and then Stone Cold, and I'll listen to Solomonster, and I'll listen to all these guys rip Raw all week long. Instead of having someone say something positive about the goddamn fucking show. Yet I'm wrong. Yet I complain too much. Fuck out of here. Absolutely fucking terrible. Not even going over anything on this show. We had a U.S. title match. Rusev versus Titus O'Neil. Is the feud over? I certainly hope so. Rusev beat Titus O'Neil, who apparently was trying out for the fucking Harlem Globetrotters. I don't know whether he was trying out for the Globetrotters or fighting for the United States title. But he loses. Is this the end? I don't know. Find out next week. They'll probably fight again. And then they'll fight at Battleground. And then it'll go on to SummerSlam. Why is this match going to mean anything to anybody if we already seen it 7 times already? Raw was great. Raw was great. Fuck out of here. Enzo and Cass versus the Social Outcasts. Please. Mr. Perfect, like I said, is rolling over in his grave. Absolutely worthless segment. Then we finally get a segment that's worth something. Charlotte with Dana Brooke and Sasha Banks. Charlotte come out with Dana. She talks about how people are being jealous of her, and the proof is around her waist. Because she is the women's champion of the WWE. She says jealousy is the one thing that eats people alive, and that's what it's doing to Sasha Banks. So there's a "We Want Sasha" chant, and then Sasha comes out and says Charlotte can be the champion, but she'll never be the boss. Charlotte doesn't want to be Sasha Banks. We get a very good question of what it means to be the boss, and Sasha goes over things that makes her a legit boss. Charlotte has been champion for most of 2016. And since they debuted in the WWE, she's pretty much done everything that a woman wants to do on the main roster. Sasha talks about how a boss fights all the time and is about to fight now. But Dana's distraction lets Charlotte kick Sasha in the face. And another botch, by the way, by Dana Brooke. We're going to keep a botch counter for how many times Dana Brooke consecutively botches each and every week. This is 3 in a row now. 3 in a row. Sasha went to go kick Dana Brooke as she was down on the mat, and it looked like she kicked midair. Nothing connected as far as a boot and Dana Brooke's face. 3 in a row. Yet, she is the Roman Reigns of the division. She must be sucking some good fucking cock backstage in WWE. So that was a great segment. I hope they do not give this match away at Battleground. This match deserves to be reserved for SummerSlam. And weeks and weeks and weeks of build, which will take creativity, WWE. Instead of giving us a match right away, like you did with the Triple Threat. Weeks and weeks and weeks of build towards SummerSlam. If you can make it that far, this match will be explosive. Do not give it away too soon. I would rather have a tag team match and Sasha find a partner to team against Dana Brooke and Charlotte. Will that happen? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But this segment was great. Charlotte looks great on the microphone. She sounds great. Some of you might not agree with me, but as far as the women go, she's at the top of her game. Sasha looked great here, and there's a reason why she's the most popular woman in the division. She carries herself well. She looks great, and she certainly can go in the ring. All of that mixed together with her character, which she plays so well, Sasha Banks is going to be the new women's champion. Great segment by both women. Dean Ambrose versus The Miz. I didn't watch it. I had the TV on mute, and I was watching YouTube videos. Nobody gives a shit. The most important thing about this match was that Dean Ambrose, after he beat The Miz with Dirty Deeds, sat down by Michael Cole, JBL, and Byron Saxton, and Dean Ambrose, who is not an announcer, he is the WWE Champion, sold the Dolph Ziggler-Seth Rollins match better than all 3 guys combined. What the fuck does that tell you? It means all 3, Cole, Saxton, and JBL, get the fuck off my TV. What a fucking waste. What a disgrace. If Dean Ambrose is selling the in-ring action of Rollins and Ziggler better than those guys can. Don't understand it. Rollins versus Ziggler. Rollins looked good here. He looked a little bit more free in the ring. He looked a little bit more comfortable in the ring. Dolph Ziggler, what else can I say about Dolph Ziggler? He's great in the ring. He's got a great look, but he's nothing but a doormat for every other talent in the WWE. Rollins is going to stay on Raw. Ziggler, a move to SmackDown and draft to SmackDown is needed for him. He will never go anywhere if he's going to remain on Monday Night Raw. He needs a chance. He needs Ronaldo calling his matches to make him feel and look important, because Michael Cole and these 2 other fucking clowns are not going to make Ziggler look any better. They both look great, but Ziggler is nothing but a doormat in WWE. Change is needed. A change of scenery is needed for Dolph Ziggler. And a move to SmackDown is going to benefit him more so than anybody else. That needs to happen. As far as the match goes, it went 11 minutes and 18 seconds. Seth Rollins beats Dolph Ziggler with a pedigree. I don't know what it is with fucking Dolph Ziggler. It's the same fucking shit every match. He goes for a zigzag when the guy is hanging on the fucking ropes, and it's the same situation and the same outcome every fucking time. He goes for the zigzag, his opponent hangs on the ropes, he flips backwards, and then is nailed with a finishing move. It's the same situation every match with Dolph Ziggler. Give that up as your finishing move. Seriously. Just go with the famouser from now on. Fucking predictable garbage. Anyway, after the match, Rollins gets on the announcer's table to rant about his legacy. Says he's going to take the WWE Championship back. He doesn't think Roman Reigns should be in the triple threat because Reigns hasn't worked for anything a day in his life. Ambrose gets on the other announce table. You had Rollins on the Cole announce table with JBL and Saxton, and then you had Ambrose on the Spanish announce table. And Rollins and him are going back and forth. Rollins gets the worst of it, and in the end, eats a dirty deeds. So before that, Rollins was going off on Roman Reigns, saying that he was a role model and that he let everybody down, and this is the guy you look up to. I was waiting for the words, Roman is a failure, to come out of his mouth. That would have made the whole fucking segment even greater than it was. I was waiting for the words Roman and failure to be expressed in the same sentence. But WWE, well, they don't want to go that far because Roman Reigns is going to have his redemption. They're planning a redemption storyline. Biggest mistake in this guy's career. You do that, you're going to forever kill Roman Reigns' career. You want to make him a babyface, right? A redemption storyline is going to have all the fans miraculously feel sorry for this guy. This guy is going to get eaten by a fucking pack of wolves every single week. Seriously. This is over. You ever see that movie, The Grey, with Liam Neeson? You ever see that fucking movie? And the scene where he's on the plane with all his buddies and it crashes in the middle of nowhere, snowy area around, and there's survivors after the plane crash miraculously, and then all of a sudden, these guys are hanging out, and they got a fire set up, and they're all cold, and they're trying to keep warm, and then before you know it, a pack of fucking killer wolves comes out from the darkness, and they're all fucking devoured, and Liam Neeson is one of the very few that actually survives. That's going to be Roman Reigns, and that is going to be the crowd eating Roman Reigns alive. Seriously, I can't wait for it to happen, because I want WWE to realize that they're fucking up. I want them to finally realize that they have been wrong for 3 fucking years. Roman Reigns redemption, right? No, it's time for the fucking WWE fans to have redemption. Fuck a Roman Reigns. Guy's a fucking failure. Redemption. Give me a fucking break. Nothing but a drug violator. He failed his fucking drug test. This guy was the face of the fucking company. You do something like that as the WWE champion, you should be moved down several fucking steps on the ladder. Work your way back up now. Irresponsible, and you lost trust in everybody. Meanwhile, you look like a fucking bum in front of the locker room. Yet they want to do a redemption storyline. Oh, they're going to have him come back and fight his way back to the WWE Championship. Fuck out of here. With Finn Balor and everybody else coming up from NXT, you think Roman Reigns is going to have his spot maintained? With Ambrose, Rollins, and Balor coming up, AJ Styles, give me a fucking break, man. Roman is going to have a very difficult time maintaining his spot when he comes back. The one thing on Roman's mind should be not the WWE Championship. How do I clean up my image so that the fact that everybody in the locker room and the fucking officials that sign my paycheck trust me again? Bullshit. Wyatt family promo. Probably the best thing I've seen on this entire show. Wyatt family looks vicious, but what will it do? Probably nothing. It looks good. It sounds good. Bray Wyatt looks like a beast. WWE certainly knows how to make a fucking promo for the Wyatt family, but do they know how to book them correctly on WWE television? Of course not. In promos, the Wyatts look like Undertaker of old. Menacing, vicious, striking fear into everybody, and then when they're in the ring, they're just as good as the social outcasts. Unbelievable. Vickie Guerrero came out. Who gives a shit? Golden Truth versus the Vaudevillains. 1 minute and 31 seconds. Golden Truth beats the Vaudevillains. There you go. You guys worried about the Vaudevillains and how they would be booked on WWE television following their tag team title match? There you go. 1 minute. 1 minute. Meanwhile, down at NXT, they can go 15, 20 minutes against any team you put down there, and they'd give you a great match. Now, they're subjected to 1 minute against Goldust and R-Truth. Yeah, they're going to go a long way. More trash from Bob Backlund and Darren Young. Who gives a shit? I'm so fucking over this shit already. This is going to happen at the draft. He's going to be drafted. We're finally going to see these two fucking clowns on television. But by that time, it's going to be too late. Nobody cares. The club with AJ Styles comes out. They just made their return from Tokyo this past week. And AJ Styles was complaining the posters were all about John Cena. The club runs Tokyo. And soon they'll run WWE. They go over all the different holidays. Labor Day. Halloween. Luke Gallows says on Halloween, he's going to dress up as Bushwhacker Luke. AJ Styles says he's going to dress up as Brutus the Barber Beefcake. And they're going to beat the shit out of John Cena. Then on Christmas Day, Carl Anderson is going to wrap presents. He's going to fuck his hot Asian wife. And he's going to beat the shit out of John Cena. JD on Labor Day is going to dress in white. And he's going to beat the shit out of John Cena. JD on Valentine's Day is going to wear pink tights. He's going to dress with fucking wings on his shoulders and a nice bow and arrow. And he's going to shoot John Cena right between the fucking eyes. And he's going to beat the shit out of John Cena on Valentine's Day. And then offer him some fucking candy. What am I watching here? They beat the shit out of John Cena. And then Enzo and Cass make the save. So coincidentally, WWE now, instead of booking another John Cena AJ Styles match, which I do not mind. Save it for SummerSlam. I don't want to see this match overexposed. So what they're doing is they involve Enzo and Cass, because they have nothing to do at Battleground, being that the New Day is mixed in with the Wyatt family. You put them in a tag team match with the club, and then you add AJ Styles and you add John Cena. I'm okay with that. Because it gives John Cena his win. It gives John Cena his win over the club. And it doesn't make AJ Styles look that bad. Because AJ Styles, realistically, he doesn't really have to take the pin here. John Cena can pin Luke Gallows. He can pin Carl Anderson. Whatever. AJ Styles can lose and not be pinned. That's what I'm worried about. John Cena pinning AJ Styles after a fucking AA. Or making him tap out with a fucking whatever. You know? STF. We don't want to see that. So I don't mind that this is being booked as a six-man tag for Battleground. I think that is a very, very decent decision. Not the greatest decision in the world, but it includes Enzo and Cass on a pay-per-view because they're the most popular team in the WWE. It gives Anderson and Gallows someone to feud with, being that it's mainly AJ and John Cena. I think the dynamic will be very good, and I think 6 men involved in this is very good. It's a nice way, it's a nice bridge for this John Cena AJ Styles feud. Shining Stars talking about Independence Day, waving American flags. Nobody gives a shit. Go back down to Puerto Rico and don't celebrate Independence Day. Get off my fucking TV. Summer Rae versus Becky Lynch. 3 minutes. Becky Lynch wins with the disarmor. Okay. And then they had a Sonic commercial, a Sonic advertisement. A couple of taters? Do I see a couple of taters? A couple of taters? What's with WWE and fucking taters? Roman's talking about tater tots. Enzo now talking about a couple of taters? Somebody in WWE has an infatuation with fucking potatoes. I love potatoes too. But I mean, give me a fucking break now. Makes me hungry for fucking Sonic. Kind of disappointed there's no fucking Sonic in New York. I gotta travel over the George Washington Bridge to see a fucking Sonic. Fuck out of here, man. Give me Sonic in New York. Please. I'd be a frequent customer. Especially for them fucking fruit juices and their smoothies. And those cheesecake bites. Come on, man. Anyway, that's your Monday Night Raw review. I don't even know who won the fucking 16-man tag, nor do I care. I just don't care. Hope you enjoyed this Monday Night Raw review. I rant because I care. I yell, I bitch, I moan, I complain, I banter because I care. WWE is not putting any effort towards their product right now. The draft and the brand split and the fact that it's 4th of July and the supposed nobody is watching fucking excuse is no excuse. Give me a break. You need to put on television that is worthy of Monday Night Raw. Worthy of the talent you have on that roster. This show was a fucking piss poor excuse as to why everybody in charge needs to fucking be reevaluated, and if you don't cut the fucking mustard, get the fuck out. You should be ashamed at the show you put on tonight. That's not a wrestling show. This was fucking Comedy Central on USA for 3 fucking hours. Nothing about this show resembled Monday Night Raw. Nothing. Fucking utter disgrace. And that's all I gotta say about that. That's your Monday Night Raw review. I'm JD. I'll be back with more great content throughout the week. If you guys missed anything that I did earlier in the week as far as videos go, off the script, parts 1, 2, 3, and 4, link down below in the description. Make sure you guys check out my WWE 2K16 live stream of my Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, the greatest Elimination Chamber pay-per-view of all time. Social media comments, reading WWE social media comments, number 5 went up this week. If you missed that, link is down below. I got a fucking iTunes podcast that's available on iTunes, Google Play, PodBean, and AudioBoom, available now for download. Make sure you guys go check that out. Tomorrow at noon is the last hour before you guys can get a t-shirt for 20% off on my online shop. Take advantage of that now using the coupon code AMERICA at checkout. Patreon.com. Continue to pledge towards my cause if you guys enjoy my content and value my opinion. Thank you to everybody that pledged today on July 4th. I fucking love you and appreciate you. Thank you so much, guys. And WrestleCrate.com. Use the coupon code JDSENTME for an instant 10% off. WrestleCrate.com and on Twitter at WrestleCrates. I'm JD. Thank you guys for watching. This has been your Monday Night Raw review, and I'll see you guys later this week. Until then, have a good night, take care, and I'll talk to you later.